What are we rolling up on?
So this was a bailout from law enforcement. So I don't know. It seems like they caught a couple of them.
In 2024, the Cochise County Sheriff's Office encountered 150 cars that failed to pull over during a traffic stop, all carrying illegal border crossers.
The southern border here is controlled by the criminal cartels down south.
On that side of the border sits a scouting nest for the cartels.
You see the scout up there in between those two trees?
I'm told by Cochise County Sheriff's Office detectives that they're keeping a close eye on what's happening on both sides of the border.
If you have a good set of binoculars, you can look down there and see where law enforcement is. So when Border Patrol's leaving, they can say, hey, in this area, you're good to send your group. Border Patrol's leaving. Or, hey, Border Patrol's driving down the road, have them bunker down and hide.
Cody Essery, a detective with CCSO, says encounters with human smugglers are continuing despite President Trump's enforcement efforts.
We're still getting equivalent numbers as we would during this time of year, any other year.
He says it's because the cartels are still running their business.
The cartels play all of the role, I guess is the way to put it. People do not cross the border unless they pay the cartel first.
He says they control when people cross, where they're picked up, and dropped off.
It is a complete cartel operation where they control everything from beginning to end. He saw us quite a ways back. So if there was a group about to jump, he could say, hold off guys, there's vehicles coming. Or if they're already across, he could say, hey, there's a vehicle coming, hide.
But for deputies and agents, predicting what's next can be hard.
Anytime you're working against a large criminal organization, it's always a game of cat and mouse.
The load car we saw Wednesday morning was the second of the day for CCSO.
It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. This problem is affecting every person that lives in our county. Now you could go up to Wilcox, Benson. You could talk to almost anyone in the community, and they have a story about how the border issue has negatively impacted them.
He says gaps in the wall make it easier to cross, but completing it isn't the only solution.
Because the wall is just a wall without the enforcement behind it.
President Donald Trump has already said he'd like to see the border wall completed, including the gap in the wall behind me. Reporting at the southern border, Alexis Ramanjulu, KGUN 9.